Yo, what's up, squad? It's EliteShot here, aka Sean. Today, I'm bringing you my 1000th video. How crazy is that? 1000 videos? Thank you so much for all my squad bros and broettes that experienced all these vids with me. I can't even believe we're at 1,000 already. People on YouTube, people on Twitter were saying, Sean, what are you gonna do for your 1000th video? I'm gonna bring you my snowboarding trip in Vermont, where my brother Ben and I went to a resort called Killington, and we had so much fun. Let's start this. So he brought along his GoPro, which was on his head, and I brought my GoPro on my stick mount sort of dealio, which I hold it in front of me, and you guys can see the me. You can see me, and you can see like in front of him. So Killington, that's the resort. It's awesome. It's much bigger than the slopes we have here in Buffalo, New York. We have hills. They have mountains. They're a lot different, and I still wish I was riding. When I was editing this footage, I wanted to be there. Like, the feeling of snowboarding is so fun. It's one of my most favorite hobbies of all time, and I've been doing it for like 4 years. Every year I love it more and more, and I wish I can ride more. I had a season pass for a local resort, but like I said, it's nothing compared to this place, which is much larger, faster, better, and I had a lot of fun. So for our first slope, we didn't do nothing too crazy. We're kind of checking the place out. I tried editing the footage in a way where you could see my brother's footage, and then I cut back to my footage to keep it moving and to hopefully keep it a little more fast paced instead of showing one angle the whole way through. So when I went, I forgot to bring my my bandana, and by the end of it, my face felt like it was gonna freeze off, because when you're going that fast, the wind is just like nipping your face and your cheeks get all red. And the goggles I was wearing, I don't even think they were snowboard goggles. They were my dirt bike goggles, which aren't made for boarding, and the wind was just like going under them, and my eyes were like watering and stuff. But this was the first day. I believe for the second day, you're gonna see soon, I got new goggles. I also got a face mask because my face was just, it was not taking the cold too well. Even with my magical goatee, it wasn't protecting it. So this place does have chairlifts, and they also have gondolas. Toward the end here of the video, you'll see the gondolas. I try to make sure I showed a little bit of everything, going down, going up, and to give you the whole feel of Vermont. So Killington, I believe, is one of the biggest resorts in Vermont and has one of the biggest slopes. I forgot the elevation and how long the slope is, but some of the runs will take up to like 10 minutes, which is pretty long considering the slopes here in Buffalo, New York. You can like rush down in like a minute and a half. They're nothing compared to these. So this was the run where I told myself, yeah, I need a face mask, because I tried like slowing down. You go so fast, you have to slow down. I'm just whizzing past everyone, and there was like the snow and the ice was just hitting me in the face. And that's when I knew. I'm like, yeah, I gotta get a face mask because it's pretty cold, man. I tried including both footage of my brother, his angle, and my angles. I had so much footage, it was kind of overwhelming. When I go snowboarding, I don't like recording too much, because then it just means it's more work for me later when I have to go through it and cut all the boring parts out. But I did try to keep the more interesting parts. I had so much footage I didn't keep, which was also pretty awesome. But I didn't want to make this video too long. But check this out. This is my brother Ben's angle. He's pretty good. He's been riding for like 10 plus years. There's a 3. He pulls 3s like it's nothing. I haven't even tried a 3 on the bigger jumps yet because I'm too wimpy, apparently. And I did not want to bust my noggin. At this resort, they also had like these half pipe sort of things, which we didn't do because you got to be pretty dang skilled to ride a half pipe. It's a whole new level of snowboarding that we're not used to, but we didn't do it. But my brother just whipping 3s all day. I gotta try it sometime. I'm kind of like mad at myself that I didn't go for any 3s off the jumps because I wanted to, but when I'm riding, I did a jump and I didn't do a 3 over it, just a normal jump. It's kind of boring, I know. I'm like kicking myself, wishing I would have gone for something, but I guess it is better to be safe than sorry. But what was I going to say, when you're riding, when I use my GoPro on the mount and I had a backpack on, it makes it a little more challenging. When you have the GoPro, it's kind of, you know, it's a little more challenging to do what you want. So I didn't feel as confident going for like crazy tricks. I just wanted to be safe, man. I didn't want to bust my head and then regret doing anything and just spoil the whole trip. And here's my brother. He's doing more stuff, man. He's going for that, like, pretty big box rail. He was going for everything. Making me jealous, that's for sure. Like, I wish I was there. I'm saying this now, but if I was there now, I would go for the 3. But when you're going for it, it's actually a lot more intimidating than you think. Like, seeing the jumps, seeing tricks, what people do, it looks easy. You know, people can be like, wow, I could do that. No, you can't. It's actually pretty difficult. Trying to do anything, what you see people do, is a lot more challenging when you're actually in the moment and going for it. So this is the second day. As you can see, we got some new snow, some new sunshine. The first day wasn't the best. I mean, it wasn't bad at all. It was actually a lot nicer than our normal conditions. But the second day, the sky was blue, the sun was shining. My brother is still going for tricks and whipping 3s like it's nothing. Props to him. But I did get some new goggles. We got these blacked out lenses, and I also got a bandana too because it was pretty bright. My goggles before this were clear, which weren't made for snowboarding. These ones are, and it made it a lot easier to see and to be able to ride without my eyes like watering. And I also had the face mask too because, as I was saying, my face was like frozen off by the end of it. And this bandana I got, some like camouflage bandana, made all the difference. But the slopes out here, it's so crazy how fast you can go. Like, I love going fast. Speed is my middle name. I love it. The feeling of it, just the wind whipping past you. It's such an amazing feeling. And at Killington here, it was the fastest I've ever gone. You get so much speed, you start getting the speed wobbles. I never got speed wobbles on a snowboard. And it comes to a point where you can't even slow down. Because if you try slowing down, you feel like you're going to fall over. So I tried going straight and just like doing these quick little carves to maintain my balance. And I also bend my knees because the lower you bend and like the lower you get to the ground, the easier it is to stay on your board. If you're standing straight up like a pencil, you're going to fall over. So if you bend your knees, you can maintain your balance a lot better. Here's a pretty close up angle with the sun shining in the background. It's so beautiful. When I was editing the footage, I just was like getting the chills because it's just so fun. It's so peaceful, so amazing. And I really do wish I was back there riding again. As I said, the second day was a lot more beautiful, and it was just amazing to be looking at the view. Look at it. Just look at the mountains in the background, in the distance. It's so awesome. This place has, I think, over like 100 slopes, or 100 runs, which we didn't do. I'm sure we did a good amount of them, but I don't even think you could ride the whole place in 2 days. So here's this one like little woods trail part, which was pretty crazy and fast. If I would have fell and, you know, bashed my head on a tree, that wouldn't be too good. Here I slip up, but it's not bad. It wasn't a bad fall. I just kind of slipped. And I was laughing too, I think. It was pretty crazy. Was going to say that when I ride, I know I get a lot of beef from you guys saying, Sean, where's your helmet, man? Are you crazy? Do you want to kill yourself? No, I don't. And I know I should have one. I definitely should. Because most people at this resort, and when I say most, I probably should say pretty much everyone, was wearing a helmet. I don't have one. I gotta get one. Plain and simple. When I ride though, I normally don't go for things where I'll be putting my head at danger. And here I was just riding through dang trees, so I guess that is kind of dangerous. But I kind of know my limits, and I only do things I know I'm capable of. I'm not going off crazy jumps and doing things where I'm gonna be like risking my life, but I definitely should get one. Helmets are so updated now where they're like perfectly stable on your head, they're not wobbling and stuff. I gotta get one because I can also then use a helmet cam for the GoPro, which will get some nice angles. Using this like a GoPro on the stick thing is nice, but as I was saying before, it does kind of sometimes like throw your balance off if you're trying to go for something, or if you're trying to like just maneuver quick between trees. But it's perfect for just going down slopes and getting a lot of speed. I think it shows a pretty cool angle. Toward the end of it, I was feeling so comfortable and confident riding, and the more you ride, the better it is. Off the start, when you first learn, it's tough. Like, you'll fall over and fall over again and keep falling over, and it's frustrating. You don't want to do it because you think it's just not fun. But if you keep practicing and keep learning, you will get better. You'll maintain your balance. You won't fall over as much, and it only gets better from there. I always tell myself I want to get better every year and do something I haven't done before. This year, I really wanted to do my threes and practice them and work on them, but I did not really do them that much. I didn't go as riding as much as I wanted to, even though we did have a solid season. It snowed so much here in Buffalo, New York. I'm sure you guys heard of the news, how Buffalo got like over 7 feet of snow in a matter of a few days. It was insane. And then it was crazy how we got all that snow, and then the next week it rained, and then went away. But it snowed again, and we had snow for a long time. Up until pretty much Easter we had snow. And I believe the resorts are still open for this weekend, which I might go up one last time to go riding. But this footage is almost coming to an end here. I included a few more shots going through some trees and branches and stuff. I'm still slipping and sliding, but having a fun time. The woods trails at Killington, they weren't really designed for snowboarders. It didn't seem like it, because when you're going through woods on a snowboard, it's much more difficult to maneuver between the trees when both your feet are locked in. It's a lot easier for skiers because they can easily maneuver both their legs and dodge between the trees. So snowboarding does make it more difficult. I never skied before, but I want to at some time to try it, like those little mini trick skis sort of things. I'm not sure what they're called, but I think you know what I'm talking about. But I really do love snowboarding, and I don't think I would switch over to skiing, but I do want to try it sometime. But this is wrapping up, guys. I kind of wish I edited this footage a while ago. I had it for a long time, but I did not get to editing it until today. I had so much footage when I was editing it. I was feeling so overwhelmed because there's way too much. We see my brother Ben in the background jumping off that like wooden, it was like a wooden kind of not even sure what it was. This place had a lot of different types of rails and different things for tricks and stuff, all made out of wood. This one trail just had like wooden rainbow rails and box rails and whole bunch of stuff, and I didn't go for it. I wasn't wearing a helmet. I didn't want to bash my head on it, and I was playing it safe, you know. But that's that, guys. This has come to an end. Hope you enjoyed it. I know, my 1000th video. If you were expecting something else, I'm sorry, but I think this is a pretty cool vid, man. I don't see too many snowboarding vids on YouTube, so hope you guys enjoyed this. But if you did, you could tap it if you want, that thumbs up button. If you want to see something for a future video, you can let me know in the comments below. And do you snowboard? Do any of you guys ski or snowboard? And if so, where's the best place you rode at? I'm just curious. At some point in my life, I want to go to Colorado, because they have like some of the best conditions, mountains ever, and that's where I want to go. But that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm EliteShot, aka Sean, aka Snowboarder Man, dude, and your friendly cat fanboy. But I'm signing out. Take care, bros, broettes. I'll catch you next time. Let's get it. Let's go. Elite. Yes, dude, finally. Woo! Yes, man, I'm so happy. I wanted the board strike for so long. We finally got it. That's what I'm talking about, man.